So, last up here on the block of choppings here, the main meat and taters of the Foreplay podcast this week, Palworld. Palworld's incredible launch continues. Sells over 8 million in less than 6 days. And this was, of course, updated. Yeah, this was updated on 124. So, Palworld's explosive launch shows no sign of slowing down, with the Pokemon with Guns, crafting, and survival game selling another 1 million copies in a day. According to developer Pocket Pair, Palworld, what a name, Pocket Pair?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Palworld has now sold over 7 million copies in just 5 days. Thank you very much, a tweet from the developer read. We continue to be hard at work addressing the issues and bugs some users are experiencing. Thank you for the support. The Game Awards boss, Jeff Keighley, tweeted to say he had confirmed with Pocket Pair that the 7 million sold figure is for Steam sales only, and so does not include Xbox and Windows PC sales. It's worth noting Palworld launched day and date on Game Pass too. That translates to approximately 189 million USD in Steam sales in 5 days, Keighley added. It's an incredible result for Pocket Pair, whose game has dominated the video game community since going on sale on January the 19th. Yesterday, January 23rd, Palworld posted an incredible 1,864,421 peak concurrent players on Steam, a figure that saw it overtake Valve's own Counter-Strike in Steam's all-time most played games list. Palworld is second only to PUBG, whose remarkable Steam concurrent peak of 3,257,248 was set during the game's glory days amid the Battle Royale boom and is unlikely to be topped. While Palworld is already one of the biggest game launches ever, it's also one of the most controversial. Pocket Pair has said its staff have received death threats amid Pokemon ripoff claims, and Nintendo has moved quickly to remove an eye-catching Pokemon mod. Palworld's enormous launch has seen its servers struggle too. Speaking of the servers struggling for it, Palworld devs had an emergency meeting with Epic Games. So, the studio behind the recent hit Palworld met with Epic Games following a connectivity issue for players. Palworld is already a hit on Steam, topping the charts as one of the most played games on the platform. Amid the surge in numbers, some of the player base face connectivity issues, restricting its multiplayer functionality. Less than a day into release, Palworld servers are already seemingly struggling to keep up with the demand. It doesn't help that a lack of dedicated servers has restricted Xbox Palworld players to 4 players on co-op. Pocket Pair stated that an Xbox limitation is keeping the game restricted to a 4-player co-op instead of a 32-player option on Steam. The developer also said that it wasn't the studio's decision to do so, and that it's quite difficult to negotiate at this time. Additionally, the game has been encountering connectivity problems on both Xbox and PC amid the growing number of concurrent players. Thankfully, this particular issue appears to have been addressed by the developers following a meeting with Epic Games. In a tweet, Pocket Pair stated that it had an emergency meeting with the Epic Games team regarding connectivity issues after Palworld crossed 700,000 concurrent players. The team promptly released an update to the Epic Games backend, with Pocket Pair confirming the patch will resolve the connectivity errors for Palworld players when hosting co-op games on Xbox and PC. The studio further mentioned that players should see improved connectivity and the errors should start to disappear shortly. The patch comes at an apt time for the game, particularly considering the growing popularity of Palworld in a span of 24 hours. At the time of writing, Palworld has crossed 855,000 concurrent players on Steam and is now one of the top 10 most played games on the platform in terms of all-time peak player count. With a current concurrent player count only behind Counter-Strike 2 on Steam, the developer also announced that Palworld has sold over 2 million copies within a day of launch. It will be interesting to see how the game will sustain its popularity after the initial hype. Pokemon fans have already expressed their displeasure at Palworld, alleged the studio ripped off Game Freak's monster designs. However, the criticism doesn't seem to have slowed down the current demand for Palworld either way. Next, we have a roadmap for the game, which includes PvP raid bosses and crossplay. So, Palworld has been the story of 2024, crushing records and dominating conversations in the first month of the year. As the game continues to hit new milestones seemingly every day, developer Pocket Pair has provided a look at the future with a new roadmap. It outlines multiple new features planned for the survival game, but they won't arrive before more pressing matters can be handled. Pocket Pair released a graphic on social media. It shares to share its upcoming plans for Pal World. The roadmap contains the following new features and quality of life changes: PvP, raid bosses, in-game content, Pal Arena, PvP for pals, Steam Xbox crossplay, various Xbox feature improvements, server transfers and migrations, improvements to the building system, new islands, pals, bosses, and technologies. That said, players shouldn't expect to see these features in the immediate future. Pocket Pair explains that Palworld's unprecedented success has led to additional struggles for the studio in regards to stability and bugs, and that addressing these issues at the top of the priority list. Once Pocket Pair deems Palworld to be in a good enough state, it'll start channeling resources towards the features on its roadmap. Palworld has taken the gaming world by storm, also igniting fierce debates about its merit and creative integrity. You've dipped your toes into the survival monster catcher hybrid. Shack News already has a solid library of Pal World guides to aid you on your adventure. Last up, the Pokemon Company makes an official statement on Pal World. I mean, the Pokemon Company is one of the biggest companies in the world, and they're having to make a statement here. So the Pokemon Company has finally made an official statement regarding Palworld, saying, "We intend to investigate and take appropriate measures to address any acts that infringe on intellectual property rights related to the Pokemon." While the Pokemon Company doesn't specifically mention Palworld by name, it is very clear this statement is in response to the incredible success the survival game is experiencing, and the claims that many of Palworld's pals are way too close to existing Pokemon. We've received many inquiries regarding another company's game release in January 2024. The Pokemon Company wrote, "We have not granted any permission for the use of Pokemon intellectual property or assets in that game. We intend to investigate and take appropriate measures to address any acts that infringe on intellectual property rights related to the Pokemon. We will continue to cherish and nurture each and every Pokemon and its world, and work to bring the world together through Pokemon in the future." Prior to this statement, Palworld developer Pocket Pair has insisted its game is much closer to those like Ark, Survival Evolved, and Valheim than Pokemon. Additionally, the team revealed it has been receiving death threats ever since the game went live on January the 19th. In an interview with Automaton, Pocket Pair CEO Takuro Mizobe shared the team cleared legal reviewing, and there had been no action taken against the company for infringement. "We make our games very seriously, and we have absolutely no intention of infringing upon the intellectual property of other companies." The Pokemon Company has already started taking action against modders who have replaced Palworld's pals with Pokemon, and Nexus Mods has even said it won't host Pokemon mods for Palworld out of fear from Nintendo's legal team. There is a lot of information that's kind of dumped out right here, but a game that was coined not by the developers, but just as the community, as Pokemon with guns, has made, like, it's topped the charts on Steam.
Yeah.
Which is
It's
insane.
huge.
Yes.
6 days.
Yes, 6 days. And it's gotten so much attention that Nintendo, not even Nintendo, but the Pokemon Company are like,
Oh, Big Pokey.
"We
Yeah,
hear
they gotta
you.
say something.
Yes, we hear you. We hear you."
I'm one of the biggest Pokemon fans ever. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, you're not making death threats, right?
I don't give a fuck
what
that
the
Pal
fuck?
World has done what they've done. It looks like a fun game. I wish that I had access to it as a PlayStation player. I'm excited to eventually play it. I mean, it doesn't take away from Pokemon because it's not technically Pokemon, and I can
Pokemon.
still go enjoy Pokemon games.
Yeah.
So I mean, you know,
Yeah. I mean, you have to
To be
think,
fair.
like, you have to think that, like, this company went out of their way to purposefully not infringe on any intellectual property rights.
they had to have some lawyers looking at some shit.
Yeah, 'cause the
Exactly.
little ball you throw
Yeah.
to catch the thing doesn't look the same, but it's.
I
I
mean,
mean, you do have to throw a ball.
yeah.
Like,
So, and we know that you can't copyright game mechanics. Like you can't copyright game mechanics. So throwing an item to catch something is not copyrightable. You can't trademark that. You can't do anything. Now the item that's used, sure. That's intellectual property.
Yeah.
There's been other games that have tried to do this in the past, just not as successfully.
Well, they crammed so many games into one.
Yes.
Yeah.
Rust, Ark,
Yeah.
Pokemon. But Clash of Clans, dude. Like,
Yeah. Right.
when you see people's bases getting raided,
yeah.
because they're online with all these people, it's like Ark. Like,
Yeah.
you know, they spent 40 hours building this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They just get attacked.
Yeah. So I did do a little bit of digging. So it released, of course, on Game Pass and also on PC simultaneously. And the Pocket Pair, they said that they had no original intentions of bringing it over to PlayStation because they didn't think the game was going to be anything. They thought that they would release it. There would be some, it would get some small or moderate success, but then that it would just kind of fall off. They weren't expecting it to blow up in the manner that it has blown up.
Well, it makes you wonder then what that deal with that Game Pass is.
Yes. Yeah.
Probably some kind of exclusive deal there for a certain amount of time.
Well, and they did come out and say that they signed a 1-year exclusivity deal with Xbox. But I guarantee you, if you go to Microsoft and you're like, bro, we've made a ton of money just off of Steam, right?
Yeah.
We've got this on the Game Pass. We know the Game Pass is not available on PlayStation. Let's 50-50 this or 70-30 it. And whatever we make off of the sales on PlayStation, we'll give you guys a cut. We'll cut you guys in for it. If you will allow us to release it and not keep it exclusive on Xbox for a year. Because they know that like this game could get it could fall
die down.
Yes, it could fall off the face of the planet. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Now Microsoft may not be cool with that. They may get butthurt about it, but it's not. It's worth having the conversation, in my opinion. So I've watched some people play it. Garbo, what do you think about this?
I mean, it looks very interesting as a game. The whole dispute between the companies, I'm with Corey. I don't really give a shit. I think they do look like they have some Pokemon aspects, but I don't think they're exactly Pokemon. But I mean, the game's different. Like, I mean, dude, you're not being friends with these Pokemon. They're your slaves.
Yeah.
Like, you're literally, you know what I mean? Like, you're making them do work for you. You're making them build a factory. You're breeding. I mean, you can hack them. You can just kill them.
Yeah.
You can give them a gun. Like, I mean, dude, name a Pokemon that has a gun.
I mean,
Mr. Mime.
He don't got a gun.
No, he pulls.
You can probably give him a gun, but he don't have a gun.
Oh, that's Mr. Mime's brother, Mr. Nine. He pulls that 9 out of his
Oh my god!
Yeah, you already know.
You say Mr. 9 and Tech 9 walks out.
Yeah, he's like, what? Like, oh
what?
God. Yeah.
I do think the game looks cool though. I wish it was on PlayStation. It's kind of sucks that there's another game that kind of looks like Pokemon but has
Would you be
again,
up on
different
it
properties.
if it was?
I'd be
30
playing it
I would
bucks?
right
play
now.
it.
Yeah,
I
I'd
would
be playing
play
it
it.
as we're
Yeah,
talking.
it does look fun.
for sure. It looks fun. Yeah, I've seen multiple videos and it looks
All
really
get on there
fun.
and build a base.
Oh, that'd
Yeah.
be fun as
I
fuck,
mean-
dude.
Oh, it's
Oh,
got that.
dude.
It's got Minecraft in it. I mean,
I'll be
Yeah.
having them chicken lay my eggs, chicken.
we would have one hell of a base.
Oh, for
Oh,
sure.
we would, dude.
It would get out of hand.
Oh, we would.
Yeah.
We'd have one hell of a slave pen too.
I
mean,
have one hell of a base.
It's really interesting, man. And it just shows you that, like, look, these guys, and I saw a couple articles talking about how unconventional the development for this game was. It's like they basically took all of the years of like experience and learning and everything and like design principles and just kind of threw it out the window and just made a game that they wanted to make, whether it makes sense or not, whether it was something that was like that would generate a lot of buzz or not. It
Revenue,
yeah, it just goes to show
Exactly
you.
it,
Yeah, it was a passion project from a group of people that just blew up.
Man,
It's
this is the
so
second
funny.
time, huh?
that it seems like they just got a bunch of people together and was like, "What games are y'all playing? What games are you liking?" And they named a bunch of games, like Dirt said, like Ark, fucking Rust, Pokemon, fucking just like 8 different games. They're like, we're just gonna mash all of them together and make a big
Yeah.
old fucking sandwich.
Yeah. And hey, it worked
It
for them.
works.
It
Yeah.
works.
And like hats off to them for doing the emergency meeting, because we've seen games come out in the past. Like look at Overwatch at 2's release.
Yeah.
We couldn't even get into Overwatch 2 for a week to play the
Then
game.
the whole
Nah, dude.
cell phone thing. It was like,
Yes.
dude,
Yeah, right. So hats off to them for calling up Epic and was like, bro, like, and I guarantee you, Epic is kicking
Hell.
themselves in the ball sack right now for not getting this as an Epic exclusive game.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, dude, because they'd
Microsoft.
be killing it.
yeah,
Patting themselves on the back.
yeah, right.
They're
Yeah.
not gonna let that go, man.
No, I
They
know.
won't do it.
I know.
It's just too good for them.
But the bright side of this is like they're restricted on what they're able to do with Microsoft and on Xbox. They can only have 4-player co-op servers and all that kind of stuff. But like look at Minecraft. Minecraft is the same exact way,
Yeah.
but you can buy a server and you can have as many people on that server as you want, as long as you have the information, the IP and everything to get on there. So by the time that this does drop for everybody, by the time this is available for everybody, we'll be able to get a server for $5 a month and have as many people on that server as we want to.
And they got the cash flow.
Exactly.
I mean, that's
Yeah.
$30 ain't bad.
No, not at all, dude. Not.
Expect it.
Yeah. It's incredible. And the fact that the Pokemon Company, like people sending death threat, like
It's wild.
it is crazy to me, man.
I love Pokemon.
Yeah.
It's a big part of my childhood and my adulthood at this point. But like, death threats, bro.
Yeah, over a game.
Yeah, it's I don't know.
They need to lock those people up.
Well,
They're unhinged.
Well, Pokemon has a rabid, like the Pokemon community, a lot of the Pokemon community are kind of like Swifties, right?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Like really, they're these rabid, like just
He's not wrong.
no nonsense fans. And it's like, brother, it ain't even that serious, like get over the AI images of Taylor Swift. Get over the fact that someone created a game that plays like Ark with these cuddly characters, these cuddly creatures. Yeah.
Looks fun.
Yeah. Oh, you can't, right? You can't because you don't have an Xbox. So don't cry about it.
Oh.
I mean, damn, dude.
I mean,
I'm going to cry about it.
We'll see what
I'm going to
the
cry about tonight.
Pal World. But you're not a Pokemon-y. Instead of a Swifty, a Pokemani.
Pokemaniac, dude.
Yeah.
Pokemon.
Pokemaniac.
So on the Steam charts here, the all-time peak was 2 million as of recording this. Playing 7 minutes
Wild.
ago. Yeah. Playing 7 minutes ago. On Steam alone, 1.6 million players.
Damn.
1.6 million. Yeah.
They're working
That's
on those
Steam
bases,
alone.
dude.
Yeah. This might actually, with it, the all-time peak being 2.1 million and PUBG's all-time peak being like 3.2 million, there's a good chance that it might beat PUBG.
The next hottest game.
Yeah.
Good.
This is it.
And since it's this survival game, it's a forever game.
Yep.
You're never going to run out of stuff to do on there. You're never going to, and then they're going to continue to add different pals in the, like, dude.
Got cash now.
Yeah.
Yep.
This is going to be huge, man. This might be the next Minecraft.
I was about to say that.
Yep.
I was literally thinking this is the next Minecraft.
Yeah.
That
is insane.
But it's not as blocky, so definitely would be.
But yeah, I'm interested in checking this out. I may pick this up. They may run a sale on it. I mean, think about it. They just dropped the game. If they ran a half off sale right now, people that were on the fence about it will pay $15 for it. Just to get on there and run around and see what the game even is. You know what I mean? They might double their revenue or double what they've already made if they did something like that. Like, you never know. So, and the fact that they released a roadmap, they're like, look, we got issues we got to deal with first, and we're going to focus on that. But here's stuff in the pipeline that we are going to add at some point. PvP, raid bosses, PvP arena with the pals, Steam, Xbox crossplay, various feature improvements for Xbox, like server improvements, server transfers and migrations, improvements to the building system. Like, we know people want to play this game and we know what the issues are. We're going to get that taken care of, and then we're just going to dump content on you. And dude, they introduced the shiny Pokemon win. Like, I haven't played a game since they released the shiny Pokemon, but like exclusives, very specifically exclusive pals like that, if they don't have them already, you're going to have people just on there grinding out and looking for them. There's a lot
that the shiny thing, the shiny or whatever it's called in the game.
Mm-hmm.
Have you seen the people try to catch those? They freak out when they find them.
No.
Yeah, it's in there. I saw a guy.
Wow.
He ran across it was like a shining or something. He was just like, I've been on here for 50 hours. Oh, and he was throwing the shit at it, making his thing attack it. Like,
that's awesome.
He got that too.
Yeah. Dude, and how fun would that be? Like, you capture, with like their version of the balls or whatever, you capture them, right? Now imagine a raid boss where everybody on your server has to not only team up to fight this thing to weaken it enough to be able to capture it, but everybody has to time their throws to like do all, like, that sounds fun. You know what I mean? Like, cooperating to that extent where it's like, okay, the raid boss spawned in, we got to go catch it, we got to do our thing with it, and this is what we need to do. Let's get everybody on the server right now. I'm calling Garbo. Garbo, you're at work. Leave. We need you.
Yeah.
We need you.
Our base is being attacked.
Yeah, we need you, bro. Get here.
Where the fuck are you? I need you.
Yeah.
Talk to me.
Yeah.
Talk to me. Oh, God.
I mean, dude. It's awesome. Congratulations to Palworld and Pocket Pair for just like they did it, man. They had a vision and an idea, and they just said, we're going to make a fun little game that we want to play, and it blew up. And this is what we were talking about. This is the success story. Passion leads to great products.
Yep.
Passion. But this will conclude episode number 7 of the 4Play Gaming podcast. If you want to hit us up, you can tweet us over at 4playpods, or you can send us an email, 4playpods@gmail.com. Or you can join the Discord. There is a 4-play hookup section in the Discord. And if there's anything that you want us to talk about, you can absolutely submit it there. We will tackle it and we will talk about it. But for this episode, I'm here with Co Reed.
Here with Dirt Lord.
I'm here with Garbo.
I'm here with Griffin.
And thank you guys so much for listening. Thank you guys so much for watching. We will catch you guys on the next episode. Keep gaming, guys.